Imagine this. You look up at the night sky and there it is. Not one, but two moons glowing above Earth. One looks familiar, calm and full. The other smaller, newer, and dangerously close. At first it's mesmerizing. The sky feels alive, brighter, and more mysterious than ever before. But beauty can be deceiving, because soon the tides begin to rise higher than skyscrapers. Volcanoes start rumbling beneath the oceans, and entire continents begin to tear apart. If Earth ever got a second moon, we wouldn't just have prettier night skies. We'd face a planet-wide disaster. So what would really happen if Earth suddenly had two moons? Let's dive into this cosmic chaos and find out. Picture this. A strange object suddenly enters Earth's orbit. Maybe a captured asteroid. Maybe a chunk of debris from a planetary collision. Or even something we placed there intentionally. However it happens, a new moon now circles our world. The moment it does, everything begins to change. Our current moon already holds immense power. It moves entire oceans, controls tides, and slightly bends Earth's crust through gravitational pull. Now imagine another celestial body joining that dance, pulling in its own direction, fighting for control. Even a smaller second moon would create chaos. But if it were anywhere near the same size as our current moon, the results would be catastrophic. The first sign would come from the oceans. Right now, our moon causes 2 high tides and 2 low tides every day. Add another moon and tides would become unpredictable monsters. On nights when both moons align on the same side of Earth, their combined gravitational pull would lift the oceans higher than ever before, creating colossal waves that could swallow coastlines and wipe entire cities off the map. Imagine New York, Tokyo, or Karachi under walls of water taller than skyscrapers. When the moons drift apart, the tides would drop suddenly, leaving ships stranded on dry ocean beds. These extreme shifts would happen again and again until coastlines became uninhabitable. But the oceans wouldn't be the only victims. The combined gravitational forces would tug and twist at the planet's crust. Earthquakes would become more frequent. Dormant volcanoes might awaken. Even the Earth's rotation could begin to wobble, changing the length of our days and shifting the rhythm of our seasons. For a short while, though, it would be a breathtaking sight. 2 glowing moons sharing the same sky, one golden and calm, the other slightly reddish and mysterious. Their light would paint the oceans silver and scarlet. We might even witness double eclipses, one moon blocking the sun, and sometimes one moon passing in front of the other. Photographers, poets, and dreamers would fall in love with the view, but scientists would be filled with dread. That's because every orbit, every tiny gravitational shift would be unpredictable. The 2 moons would constantly influence each other, speeding up, slowing down, or even changing direction slightly. Satellites orbiting Earth could be thrown off course. The International Space Station might drift into danger. Communication systems could fail. The balance that keeps our planet functioning smoothly would start to break. If Earth somehow survived those early years of chaos, the long-term effects could be even stranger. Over time, the 2 moons would interfere with each other's orbits. One might drift farther away, while the other could spiral dangerously close. Eventually, the closer one could cross what scientists call the Roche limit, the point where a moon's own gravity can no longer hold it together because of Earth's stronger pull. At that moment, our second moon would shatter into pieces, turning into a vast ring of debris surrounding the planet, like Saturn's majestic rings. From space, it would look beautiful, shimmering arcs of dust and rock glimmering in sunlight. But from the surface, it would be deadly. Those fragments wouldn't stay in orbit forever. Over centuries, they'd rain down through the atmosphere as fiery meteor storms, setting skies ablaze and striking the surface with devastating force. And even if humanity somehow built shelters or defenses, life itself would still struggle to survive. Tides drive entire ecosystems, from coral reefs to the migration of fish and sea turtles. Unstable tides would destroy those patterns completely. Coastal regions where billions of people live would flood again and again. Farmland would vanish, salt water would poison rivers, and the world's climate would shift dramatically. Warmer oceans would fuel massive storms, and unpredictable rainfall would ruin crops. Entire nations might disappear beneath the waves. And as if that weren't enough, our timekeeping, based on the moon's phases, would fall apart. The word month comes from moon, but with two of them, our calendars would no longer make sense. Festivals, planting cycles, even religious traditions tied to the lunar rhythm, all would need to be rewritten. But the effects wouldn't just be physical, they'd reach deep into biology. Many animals rely on the moon's light and gravity to navigate or breed. Sea turtles use it to time their nesting. Birds migrate by the glow of moonlight. Even human bodies subtly synchronize with lunar cycles, affecting sleep, mood, and hormones. Two moons would confuse those rhythms, disturbing wildlife and human behavior alike. Could humanity adapt to this new world? Maybe, but only with enormous technological effort. We'd need to construct colossal tidal barriers to protect major cities, redesign satellite systems to survive gravitational turbulence, and perhaps even invent artificial stabilizers to balance Earth's orbit. It would take generations of cooperation and science to keep civilization alive. But even then, one miscalculation could destroy everything. A small gravitational shift might cause one moon to drift toward the other. If they ever collided, the explosion would outshine every star in the night sky, a cosmic fireball so bright it could be seen across the solar system. The debris from that impact would rain down on Earth for years, covering the planet in dust and fire. Life, as we know it, would be erased. So maybe it's a good thing we only have one moon. It might seem calm, quiet, and lonely, but that single companion is what keeps Earth stable. It balances our tides, guides our climate, and may even be the reason life exists here at all. The next time you look up at the night sky, remember this. Our moon isn't just a pretty light in the dark. It's the silent guardian that keeps our world in order. And maybe, just maybe, one is all we ever needed to survive.